Menboys, what are you biggest icks or turn-offs in women girls? Lack of clear and effective communication. If you don't want something, make that excessively clear. No ambiguity at all. A son isn't getting it. Make sure you sit them down in a non-emotionally charged situation. Warn them you're going to be talking about something serious, and then go over it with them until they get it. Source: my now ex-wife wasn't communicative, and now basically hates me because I didn't realize how upset she was about some stuff. Man here. Point 1. Bad teeth breath. 2. Excessive talk about past. Point 3. Jersey Collie Southern accent. 4. Fat, overweight, no gym routine, anything with exercise. Point 5. Bad food eating habits. Point 6. Smokes. 7. Drinks unless it's rare and responsible with good friends or home at a good time. Point 8. Says daddy in any way or form. It's just Ike. 9. Fake anything, fake eyelashes, fake name, fake body image, fake profiles, fake lying. 10. Social anxiety, no confidence, self-centered, doesn't take an interest in me or ask about my activities. Interest time, always talks about themselves, cannot be wrong, cannot laugh at themselves, and most importantly, superiority complex, as if they're a tutor. It's the being taught down to about anything, like I don't understand things as a default. No one likes this. When men do it, it has a special name: mansplaining. Women can do it too, and in a relationship from anyone it's a major red flag. No hobbies. People who cannot amuse themselves usually demand your full attention, making you unable to practice your own hobbies. Negativity. Not all days are good, but people who complain about every detail, even if their day would be considered amazing by most, are a pain. Lack of interest. If someone gets bored about your activities, you're not a match. When a woman doesn't hold herself to the same standard that she holds her man. Abilities of each party need to be exactly the same in any given relationship. But it's the worst when a woman acts a certain way, has a certain attitude, but gets upset when the man acts that way as well. Overly jealous. Had a GF once who wouldn't let it go how I stared at her roommate when she walked into the living room where we were hanging out with only a towel on her head after shower. Didn't get mad at the roommate, just was my fault for looking at someone the same way I always would when they walk in. Acting like a dude. Drinking, farting, being smelly, talking about the shits you take, cursing. Don't be smelly as neither a boy or a girl. Shower and smell nice for God's sake. And if you're going to drink, fart, curse and talk about the shots you're taking, please do it like a lady. The ones who think they need to cut down every other female they see. It's repulsive. No, Karen, I didn't notice the top that woman was wearing until you pointed it out. But even now that I have, it's still not as tacky as the sewage you keep spewing from your mouth. This could go for either sex. TBH. Accountability for their own actions. Hates animals and or kids. Complaining about everything and or can't find any joy in life. Says they need a man to keep them in check. And gold digging and or lazy. Only has guy friends. Claims other women are too much drama. Coincidentally, is always involved in drama and loves gossip. Always talks about haters and fans. Social media bio: keep lurking sis. Women that think it's cute to be a near non-functioning adult. My ex loved to rely on me, others for like everything. Almost took pride in having no idea how to use public transport or find her way around. Lack of hobbies. Being an all-around asshole and or just toxic person in general, always talking shit about people behind their backs, just being mean in general, and so on. Is into astrology. Honestly, waiting for me to take the lead. Being submissive generally. Lack of hobbies, interests, passions. I could go on, but I think what sums it up is that stereotypical female gender role. Only being interested in financial security and too stupid to even try and hide the fact. I'm not telling you how much I earn a year into a relationship, let alone on a first date. Jeepfo. Excessive fakeness, makeup, lip filler, etc. Being too into social media, especially if it means they are always on their phone, talking about rights and social politics and shit. Based solely on my experience, believes in astrology, has untreated borderline personality disorder, stays friends with people who have hurt them, lack of social awareness, having an Ike list, saying I need to grow up and stop watching anime and doing armored cosplay, just not being a decent person. The majority that I know are like this. If she's hardcore religious or even remotely religious for that matter, I don't want a woman who's going to expect me to be some godly, spiritual leader of the house, when their dating profile is a list of qualities they want in a man, but doesn't say anything about what they're like or what they bring to a relationship. Illegal stuff aside, if she have a kid from a previous relationship, that's just the single hardest deal breaker period. There is no compromise from this, constantly wanting me to do things for you, but when I ask for something simple, i.e. communication, I get ghosted, sex work, princess behavior, says as a man. Only a real man. I know I'm about to be emotionally blackmailed into doing something that they wouldn't do for me. If you use a diva cup, I had an ex who used one and used to tell me have to go to the bathroom. My cup overfloweth, and then laugh when they have strong requirements for a man's political viewpoints on topics they know less than. Nothing about themselves. Overly entitled and having far left views. Not being womanly. Kind, sweet, nurturing. No sense of humor. Hairy armpits. Threatened to kill herself when I told her that I was no longer interested. Main factor to why I won't take her back. High body count. Posts revealing Pixonic. A Snapchat. Still talks to her ex. Has a lot of guy friends. There is a difference between a girl that wants to be supported versus a woman who wants to help support. When a woman speaks with excessive profanity to try and look edgy, seriously, blow it out your ass. Pretentiousness and a need for external validation, often at the expense of others. Rude and demeaning attitudes, like aggressively rude or demeaning, that kills it for me. Excessive vocal fry. Sounding like a Kardashian Jenner is the opposite of attractive. Nasal voice. No depilation. No interests other than movies, books and coffee. My big three. Materialism. Sincere belief in astrology, Kardashian worship. When I feel like I'm putting more effort into the relationship than she is. If she has tons of guy friends, not so many friends who are women. Absurd caterpillar eyelashes. Absurdly gross long fingernails. My god, this is like the third repost of this today. I'm a simple man, but Botox lips is an instant turn-off. JFC, how many times is this gonna be rephrased in one day? When they carry their purse in the crease of their elbow, using their status as a female to get away with stuff.